It's about 20 to 9 on Friday, the first day of the Diesel Gala, and the timetable I have has no mention of a freight train or its timings, but the timetable does show a crossing of trains at Crowcombe at about 9:15. So the only thing I can think of that would be crossing with it would be a freight train, because it's not shown as a passenger train at that time. So I'm taking a gamble coming down here early, hoping to film a freight train come through Watchet station before myself travelling on to perhaps meet a friend at Crowcombe on the first train from Bishop's Lydiard. But it's a gamble because I mustn't leave it too long or I won't get there to meet him on time. Just see if a freight train comes along here for a quarter of an hour or so. Well, there's a lone diesel at least coming this way, so even if I don't see a freight train, at least I can see the Hymac coming through. In fact, if the Hymac's coming this way, there won't be a diesel from the other direction. In fact, the little crossing point at Crowcombe might also signify a light diesel going perhaps from Willerton up to the other end of the line, so I must set off now for Crowcombe. Right, here I am at Crowcombe station, 9:05. First diesel train of the day from BL, should arrive in about 10 minutes. The rain has set in, unfortunately. Perhaps I'll get across the tracks under that cover. I did hear a diesel horn in that direction. It's not very close. If it is a freight train, it might have set out from Willerton. Let's see what turns up. Setting a lot closer now, so something's coming this way and the signal's just dropped. Are we expecting a freight train through?
Sorry?
Are we expecting a freight train?
No, I think it's the Western just coming up.
Oh, just a light loco?
Yes.
Yeah, I was looking at the timetable for later today, and it's got this time as a cross, but no passenger train due from that direction, so perhaps it's just moving locos around.
Yeah, it's the ones coming up from there get here about 9:17.
Yeah.
And I think it's the Westerns just going through.
Right. Yes.
That. I'll try and get out your way for a bit.
Oh, that's all right then.
The goods train today is running light engines. The two class 20s, one of them's failed, so it's dragging it along. It's running in place, so it's not dragging the freight train today. All right.
So,
makes sense.
Are we not getting a freight train then at all?
A freight train at the moment.
No.
They're going to take the engine to Willerton and try and get it started. Off Mains Power or something up there.
And that's come from the Severn Valley anyway, isn't it?
All that way, isn't it? Yeah. I believe so, yeah.
What a shame.
What have I got to say to Steve then?
To who?
What do I tell him?
I'll just tell him the goods is, instead of the goods, it's 2 light engines.
Okay.
All fascinating stuff. Well, here it comes anyway. Well, the signalman talked about 2 light engines, so I don't know when that is due to come through here, if at all. Anyway, we have to wait for the first one from GALA now to come through. Signal's just dropped in the opposite direction, so the first passenger train should be through in a minute. It might well be a while yet before it gets here. Remember, Mark and David are very keen on the station.
Yeah.
But that bit of luggage there, look.
I'm on.
See that top piece of luggage?
Oh, yeah.
Mark Allen. Bringing the token for whatever comes in. Yeah. That means it's imminent then.
Pardon?
That means it's just about due.
Yeah, it's just coming, yeah, it'll be round the corner too. Are you going to Willerton by any chance?
No, I'm just filming trains.
Oh, that's alright, okay then. Yeah.
You were talking about the freight train not running.
It's not running, no.
When would it have been running?
It would have been coming up, I think, after this train.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I think it was, I haven't looked properly yet. I haven't really stopped since I got in this morning.
No,
There's been engineering work overnight, and the guys haven't finished quite, so they're getting in position to try and do a couple of fish banks behind this loco.
Gosh.
But I think it was coming up after this one.
I see.
Next up now, there it is.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
Yeah.
You get a photo, you can see it. Definitely.
Yeah, but I perhaps I will. Well packed with passengers. There was our friend on board. He said he'll be on this first train from GALA. If so, he's not getting off quickly. Yeah.
Hi.
I'll just film this one leaving, alright? There's David. He's come all the way up from Exeter this morning. Oh, by what we picked up from what you said, you're actually a Christian yourself.
Yes.
Oh, great, great.
Yes, very
a Christian
much
rail enthusiast, lovely.
You're on the choir, aren't you?
At Siddle Street Methodist Church, when my work shifts allow.
Oh, Methodist,
yes.
we go to a Methodist church.
Oh, lovely.
I'm originally Baptist. Well, sort of, it's all the same. It's all the same, really, aren't we?
Yeah. And what's your interest in diesels, particularly then? Because you've.
I just love railways, full stop, because
Right.
I was born and brought up in Exminster. We had a good view of the railway line over the marshes towards Powderham. Quite a unique view, really.
Powderham Castle, isn't it?
We can't see the castle from
but that
we couldn't
part of
see
the
castle
world.
from where we lived.
Yeah.
It was a road called Hillcrest. In fact, there was a photograph in Railways Illustrated a few months ago. A beautiful picture of train taken just approaching Powderham, but on a long lens, and you could see Exminster in the background. And if I only had that picture, I could actually point where I was born and brought up. But I haven't got the picture with me, and so I can't show you.
No, okay. But you don't actually take videos yourself?
Not at the moment. I mean, I'm not the richest man in the world by any means. I've got no immediate plans. I mean, I was given my channel, YouTube channel, but I'm one of these people that I have a channel.
Yes.
But all you can see is my subscriptions, and I just made my likes public, and about just over 300 of them.
Yes.
And mostly a lot of them are railway. A lot of them are also choral music and organ.
Right. Is it Crediton you go to the church choir?
No, that's Siddle Street Methodist in Exeter. The other choir is based in Crediton.
Oh, I see. Right.
It's called the West Gallery Choir.
So you travel quite a bit to go there.
The sort of music that would have been sung in churches and chapels between about 1750 and 1860, when they had galleries at the west of the church.
Oh, right.
Well, that's a bit like
of singers and musicians, and there's a real interest in that kind of music.
We were at a local group called the Hummingbirds, and they specialise in that, don't they?
Support a well-known choir called the Harlequins in Bristol.
Oh, yes.
And I don't know if you've heard of them. They've been on TV years ago in these Sunday shows that used to be on.
We had a piece by Sir Charles Villiers Stanford, his famous setting of the 150th Psalm. You probably know it. Oh, praise God in His holiness. Praise Him for... I can't remember the words.
Right, I thought, well...
You have to sing the whole thing.
I knew you were into music, but I didn't expect to be able to record you singing.
Oh, that's going to go on YouTube.
Don't you?
Oh, no.
Everybody, you're going to be famous. You'll be on Britain's Got Talent.
Oh, no, I'll never get that far. Shall I tell you the very first YouTube clip that I saw? I've probably told you. It was the series on this gala 2 years ago in 2015.
Right.
I loved that introductory one, you know, when you were in your home and you were at the computer.
Oh, right.
And it's just...
Just so many, I forget.
I mean, it just somehow summed up the beginning of, you know, the day's just beginning.
Yes.
And I like Steve Lewis's series on that one as well. You know, we got the shots of the teddy bear coming up the gradient there.
Yes.
And actually, I think think I actually feature on that video. I can't bear to look. I think I was leaning out of the last carriage window like I was this morning.
Oh, right.
Yeah. The teddy bear on that first train used to be quite a thing, but the last couple of years they've had the birds and tree instead.
Yeah, he's a very nice chap, Steve Lewis, actually. Yeah, he's a guard on the trains now, isn't he?
Yes.
Is he about today, do you know?
He's filming Saturday, but he'll be a guard on Sunday,
He's working
apparently.
today because he works for the
Post
he's a
office.
postman, so he.
All right.
So I know he's around Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, yes.
You're just here for the day, are you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not planning to come up the weekend, even though I've got it off. I mean, I'll probably be recovering from today because I do live at the top.
Yeah.
I'm not averse to cider, I'm afraid.
Right.
Oh, right. So you.
Well, it's a real ale trail
Yeah,
supposed
that's
to
right.
be
They've got
today.
all these ale things in different stations, haven't they?
Beer, I'm not so fond of beer now,
No.
to be quite honest. I'm a cider man.
Cider.
It's the
Yeah.
kind of appley taste that appealed to me. You see, I was brought up in a very non-drinking family. I mean, my late father never drank at all, except at Church of England Communion.
Right.
And mother did drink, but she gave it up because she didn't like the taste.
No.
Anne and Richard, my sister and brother-in-law, do have an occasional drink, but I must be the booziest member of our family. I probably am.
I suppose all the singing makes you thirsty, so you've got it.
Well, yeah, that's right. Well, the signal man was saying there might be a couple of locos coming through here in a minute, so
Well,
that'll be
now. I mean, you probably saw me beam all over my face when I saw Western Campaigner, because I love the Westerns. I mean, your video at Watch It, I think I put a comment, was an absolute cracker. I just love that sound. It's
Really
got a different
powerful.
nuance to the warship. I can't quite put it into words. And I love the hooters of the Westerns. So,
commanding, yeah.
yeah, I mean, when I came to my very first Diesel Gala here about 4 years ago, Campaigner was double heading with Onslaught, and Onslaught gave this very elephantine hoot, but Campaigner's hoot, it sounded like a trumpet in a Handel aria. So majestic.
It's music.
I mean, as if Campaigner was getting on the stage ready to sing an aria,
Right.
and Greyhound was behind it saying, "Just get on with it, mate." And just even, I mean, some people say diesels don't have character. I don't agree. I think they do, almost as much as the steam ones.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it is. Dare I tell you my political views? You might hate me when I tell you.
No.
I'm very sorry to tell you I'm actually Conservative.
Well, I'm pro-Europe, so I overstep as well.
But yeah, one thing that impresses me is that I regularly drink in the... I mean, all right, I'm a Christian, but as I say, I still drink, and I often go to the Great Western Hotel. And so many of the people I meet there are very pro-Labour. I think they will probably be very pro-Europe.
Right.
One or two of them are quite militant, and sadly, a lot of them are atheists.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, I don't know what it is about me. I managed to hit it off with them.
No, politics is a strange thing.
I mean-
I voted for each of the three main parliaments over my lifetime. And each one I've voted for hasn't got in. So really and truly out of step with everybody. Request for some coffee, so I think that's where you two are going to go now.
Yeah.
Can I treat you?
Well, if I want to enjoy a cup of coffee, I'm not too fussy. But let's go and have a
Shall I
look.
get 3 coffees?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Well, tea, can I have a tea?
This is such a pretty station, really. The gardens are always first class. Whether we'll see these 2 solo locos, I don't know. No signal indication of anything due yet, but if they were coming before the next passenger train, they'll have to come pretty soon now. It's a very packed itinerary today.
Can I take a picture of you on my...
Okay.
All right. Famous picture.
Okay.
That's fine, thank you.
Okay.
Results of?
Need to be a bit bigger, doesn't it?
Yeah, there.
If you zoom in.
I'll take a photograph of the Gigi. Hello, horse.
Bit wobbly.
Oh, there you are. Oh.
You enjoy the sounds as much as the sights by the sound of it.
Oh, I do like a bit of thrash. I mean, when that high... Shall I tell you what my favourite clip of yours is? It's again from the 2015 event. It's part 3 when the Hymet gets on front of the 33.
Yes.
And it leaves Willerton coming back this way. And that lovely little dog. Oh, it's a lovely touch.
Yes.
Beautiful. And then, of course, the Hymet hoots, and then the 33 does. And, of course, I think the 33 hooter is very restrained compared with the... because the Hymet's lovely and trumpety, and the 33 is a little bit more restrained. And lovely contrast between the engine beats. I mean, the 33 go... and the
impersonations as well, yeah.
And of course Steve Lewis is leaning out the window. Of course he actually filmed it from the train, and
yes.
That's a good video.
Yeah.
But there was a lad leaning out of the other side of the train who was shouting, "Go on, bark!" I'm sorry to say he used a 4-letter word, which I'm here. But he was really getting into it. Yeah. And later on in the day, I had another go behind. 71.7, and came up here. Of course, all the volunteers were going home from here, which was entitled to do. But of course, then I met Marika, how you pronounce it, the lady in there that she was doing the flowers.
Oh right, yeah.
Then I got the DMU. I couldn't get the fish and chip train because of the cuts in the bus services from Bristol to Lydiard's.
Right.
I think you may have heard me. I got caught out in 2014, and Robin White helped me out. And suddenly I was on this fish and chip train and being hauled by Grey Onslaught. And suddenly this lovely couple told me, "Oh no, the last bus will have gone by the time you get back." And I thought,
oh no.
Yes, that's a problem.
Panic. So I had to open the cars, and of course he introduced me to Robin, and Robin helped me out.
That was very nice of him, yeah.
And I'm sorry to say that Robin was one of the people, at these stroppy people, who was staring at all the trouble in the association. I think she was one of the ones who was being picked on.
All right.
In fact, I think at one point, I read in the railway press that she was actually kicked out at one point, but I understand she's back again. And
it's a shame when politics get involved, isn't it? Because we all got the same interest, really.
Well, this is what all the volunteers that I spoke to said exactly the same thing. Said, look, we want to enjoy our railway, we want our railway to run. We don't join the association, get involved in petty little politics and people on ego trips.
Yeah, I quite agree with you. Well, the signal's just dropped in the opposite direction. This way. So something is going to be coming there. Whether that's the next passenger, I'll have to wait and see.
Oh yes, yes.
I think that's Lone Star. David's going to catch that train. It's North Star. I still remember the model was called Lone Star. The signal was going the other way, so there will be something coming up here now.
Just wait to run if it's the other way, is it?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's nice that it's money, gives you all those days off.
It's only running like that.
Yeah.